Today on the Rumors Comedy Cast, Dan Glasswick talks to Joe List about STIs and who he would marry, kill, or shtup, Bush, Obama, or Trump, and the current candidates for Canadian Prime Minister. Follow us at Rumors Comedy.
You good to go? Welcome to Rumors Comcast, episode 35. We've got Joe List here from New York City, his first night in Winnipeg. How was it, Joe?
Oh, boy, it was great. I thought it was great. I sold some CDs. A guy tipped me.
Yeah?
He just gave me money for nothing in exchange.
Just give you money for nothing.
He just gave me money. He gave me money for nothing and my chicks for free. That's a Dire Straits reference. It's
Money for nothing and chicks for free.
Yeah. Are you familiar with that song?
No.
It was a pretty big hit.
In the 80s?
80s? Yeah, 80s.
Okay.
I want my MTV.
What else were big hits in the 80s?
Madonna, Material Girl.
Okay.
And
she's got a lot of big hits in the 80s. I mean, that's kind of a cop-out.
Certainly. Well, she has several, yeah. But that was a big one. But Dire Straits had a couple.
What's another one of the Dire Straits hits?
Walk of Life. Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, we got a Dire Straits fan over here. My bad. Great first night. How do you like Winnipeg so far?
So far, I love it. I've only been to this club and to a condo, but I've masturbated in both, and I feel pretty good about it.
Fantastic. See how this is going to go. See exactly how this is going to go. Okay, where do we start? With Joe List. Joe?
Yes.
That's your real name?
Certainly is.
Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Joseph List. What's the origins of that name?
Joseph, I believe, is biblical. I believe he's God's father. Joseph and Mary gave birth to God.
I'm just going to believe you on that one.
If I'm not mistaken. And List, I think, is German, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah. And,
German in Boston.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of Germans in the 14th century migrated west to Ireland. So my family actually was several generations in Ireland, despite the German name.
Enthralling.
Are we good to look at the camera?
Go ahead.
I'm looking right in it.
Anytime you want to.
Great.
Okay. Well, let's just get right into it then, Joe. Last Comic Standing.
Yep.
You're in this season.
Yeah, I was. It's over now. I didn't win.
Did they announce who won?
Oh, yeah. A couple months ago.
Okay. Next question. Who won?
A gentleman by the name of Clayton English from Atlanta. Hotlanta.
Mm-hmm. And so it's all over now?
Yep, all over.
Do you know him?
I do, yeah. We competed against each other. He defeated me.
Where did you place?
Well, I was in the top 10, and then in the top 10, it went head-to-head. So I cut it from 10 to 5, and I lost to Clayton English. So I lost to the winner. So second place, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah, I came in second.
And so when you're doing comedy, you're getting judged immediately.
Right.
With laughter or not laughter.
Right.
In the odd time, people might yell at you.
Indeed.
How does it feel to immediately follow a set with someone telling you exactly what you did right and wrong?
It's a little odd. But they were actually, the judges were really nice to me. They didn't say anything negative to me, which was helpful. I would not have enjoyed that. So they were really nice. And they're people I respect, so that made it helpful.
Did they say anything negative to another contestant that you would have been like, ooh, that would have hurt my feelings?
Well, Norm Macdonald told several people that they stink, or he doesn't understand what they're talking about, or they should quit, or stuff like that. It was pretty entertaining.
And he never said that to you?
No, he said really nice things to me. He's Canadian.
He is?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's maybe another point that I wanted to touch now that we're getting into the question section of this interview.
Yeah.
Is that there's not a lot of Canadians that have gone through. Ian Bagg
was there, yeah.
was in that round. Jerry D.
I don't know Jerry D.
Very, very funny comic from Toronto. He has a TV show here.
Oh, wow.
Mr. D on CBC. I don't know if you get it maybe on American Netflix or not.
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked.
Okay.
Possibly.
Do you know any other? Who are your favorite Canadian comics?
Oh, boy, there's a lot of them.
Can't say Phil Hanley because I know he's your friend. So.
Well, he wasn't going to be on the list anyways.
Okay.
We're friends for different reasons. I like Jim Carrey and, John Candy.
Yeah. Both very, very prominent stand-up acts here in Canada.
Big stand-up comedians. And, who else is there? Aaron Berg.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
He's Canadian, yeah.
No, he's not.
No, he is.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Pretty sure he's from the States, but he's been in Canada for a while.
Aaron Berg he's Canadian and lives in the States. Unless there's two Aaron Bergs.
If we can do a fact check on Aaron Berg and give either me a check mark or him a check mark throughout the podcast, that's what we're going to do. Tally up the score. It's either 1-0 right now or 0-1.
Yeah.
Joe List.
Yes.
That's who I'm with. Joe List. There is other Joe Lists on the internet.
Oh, really?
When you Google your name.
Yeah, there's a guy from England who's an artist, and we often get mixed up. We met one time at a comedy show.
Really?
Yeah, two Joe Lists in the same place.
And did he show you any of his work?
Yeah, I've seen his work. It's good work. We kissed, and it was really enjoyable.
Did you really like his work? He was kind of like...
I did really like his work. We did not actually kiss.
Like, he's not actually going to be watching this, you can tell me.
But sometimes people tweet at me, but it goes to him, and then he might watch it, and I'll feel bad for saying that his work stinks.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it wasn't groundbreaking, but this is why I'm asking you the questions, because we're each entitled to our opinion.
Right.
There was another joeslist.com. Have you heard of that one?
I have not.
He sells dolls.
Oh, fun.
And when I Googled your name, you dominated the first page.
Great.
Except for joeslist.com.
Oh, wow. Maybe I should pick up some dolls. Maybe I should go halvesies with them in the business.
What time do you think it is in England right now?
They are 6 hours ahead of us. So,
can we call him?
According to this clock, it's 14:14.
No?
That's an expensive call, it seems like.
All right. Joe, you're from Boston originally.
Yes.
Born in Boston?
I was born outside of about a half hour south of Boston.
Okay. I don't detect an accent.
No, I tried to work on not having an accent. Here's what happened. I thought it seemed as a silly way to talk, so I worked on not talking like that. And then Good Will Hunting came out, and then it became very cool to have a Boston accent. But I had already corrected my accent, so it was hard to go back. I used to drink alcohol. When I would have like 25 drinks, I would sound like a Kennedy. But now I'm better at enunciating.
All right. So if we took... Now I'm going to give you a list, because your last name is List.
That's fun.
That's exactly what we're about here. It's
Yeah.
just fun. Okay? So I'm going to give you a list of movies, and you just say the best to the worst, right?
Great.
Good Will Hunting. The Departed. The Fighter. Do you know that one?
Yeah. Yes.
It's a Boston movie.
Yeah.
Okay. You look confused there. Boondock Saints. Gone Baby Gone. Mystic River.
Okay. I got to put those in order.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Boondock Saints is the worst of those movies, for sure. Somehow it got cult status, but it is not good. The next worst movie...
You're going from worst to best.
I'm going to worst to best, yeah. Oh, shit, I almost kicked the microphone over. Oh, shit. Then The Fighter I was not big into, so I'm going to say that's next worst.
What didn't you like about The Fighter?
It just felt a little the accents were a little more ridiculous there.
Like, do you think if you were like a fighter kind of guy, you might have been like, maybe I would have?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I love Rocky. I think that's a great film.
But that's Philadelphia.
Yes, certainly.
Okay.
But I'm just saying I like a movie where people fight in it.
Sure. Okay.
So then after that movie, wait, what was the other one too?
I think you have Gone Baby Gone, Mystic River, The Departed.
Oh, right.
And Black Mass.
Oh, Black Mass you just added. I didn't hear that the first time. Black Mass is lower to the bottom. Black Mass is below The Fighter to me.
Okay.
So I'm going from bottom, I'm going Boondock Saints, then Black Mass.
Then The Fighter.
Then The Fighter.
Why Black Mass so low? It got rated really well this year.
Well, here's the thing. They didn't bring anything new to this Whitey Bulger story. When you grew up, I've read several books about Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
And not to be that guy, but I've read several books. I've seen a couple of documentaries. I thought the movie lacked style and humor, and Johnny Depp was good, but it just wasn't great, I didn't think.
Well, how much new can you add?
Well, I thought they could have picked a story. I mean, I don't want to make this a whole movie review podcast here, but they should have picked a storyline. They're covering 30 years of stuff, and it's just all over the place. He's over here, we're over there, we're down here. Just pick a story and go with it. There could have been a lot more humor in it, because it's a very humorous place, Boston.
Okay, yeah.
And I thought it just
The
really
story
lacked.
maybe didn't add too much humor to it. I mean,
But
a lot of...
but the movie Goodfellas is hilarious. And
Yeah.
that's a mob movie about people, terrible people.
Depends on how you watch it, I suppose.
Yeah, but any...
Love to see Danny DeVito caving some guy's skull in.
Yeah. I believe you're thinking of Joe Pesci.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Danny DeVito's in Twins.
Oh, Danny, that would have been even funnier.
Yeah.
Just
Now that would have been comedy. And DeVito, not as intimidating as Pesci. Certainly funnier.
All right, so we're at The Fighter.
Right. So then above The Fighter, I'm going to go Mystic River. It's another movie I thought was a tad overrated. I know I'm going to get shot in Boston for this, but most of these Boston movies, not that great. Mystic River would be next.
Can I say that we do have a big following from Boston?
Oh, boy. Well, that's trouble. Mystic River is next. And then I would say The Departed, number 2.
Whoa!
And then number 1 is Gone Baby Gone for me. And Gone Baby Gone is the movie...
Wait a second, where was Good Will Hunting?
Oh, Good Will Hunting, I forgot. Sorry. Good Will Hunting is probably number 1 over Gone Baby Gone. Sorry. So Gone Baby Gone 2, Good Will Hunting 1.
Wow.
Yeah. Gone Baby Gone, though, I will say...
You were a big Affleck fan.
Well, Gone Baby Gone is the movie that gets Boston the best. They used a lot of... Because Ben Affleck directed it, they used a lot of actual Boston locations and actual Boston people. Like, they get the accents and the attitudes the best. Whereas, like, Robin Williams in Good Will Hunting, his accent just comes and goes, and it's, like, wacky. It doesn't make sense. And at one point he says, "You've never left Boston!" And it doesn't, no one even speaks like that. It's just crazy. But it's a great movie.
See, and now, and because of these movies, I've stereotyped you, and now that you don't sound like how I think a Boston person should sound, I'm a little bit...
Confused?
disappointed.
Oh, disappointed. That makes more sense, yeah. I mean, I am Irish and a fan of the Bruins, and...
But wait, you said Liz came from Germany.
Right, but my mother's... there's 2 people who made me.
Okay.
An Irish person. And then my father is... Like I said, I mean, I explained it earlier, you can just rewind, but many of the Germans were in Ireland for many, many generations, including my dad's. His grandparents came from Ireland.
From Germany.
By way of Germany, but Germany in like
do you like
the 14th
to just
century.
disassociate it with it because of the things that maybe have happened?
No, I don't. I'm not disassociating. I mean, I opened with Germany, but so I'm happy to associate. I like Germany. I've been there. It's wonderful. I've been to Ireland as well. I'm well traveled.
We do have a lot of German fans
Oh,
as well.
good.
So Good Will Hunting is number 1.
I would say, but I really do love Gone Baby Gone. I thought it was a terrific film.
Do you think it's Affleck? Do you think maybe part of it is... How do you rate him as an actor?
As an actor, I think he's okay. I think Casey Affleck is tremendous. He's a tremendous actor. I keep talking into the camera. I think it's fun. Casey Affleck, I think, is tremendous. And Ben Affleck, I think, is pretty good. I mean, Ben hasn't done much to really show off a lot of... he's great in Good Will Hunting when he plays himself. I thought he was pretty terrific in that. But I think Casey is the better actor of the two actors.
I'm going to agree with you there.
Great.
You have a podcast as well.
I do.
It's called Tuesdays with Stories.
Indeed.
And the first question I have to ask, is that named after Tuesdays with Maury?
It is, although my co-host and I have never read the book and we have no affiliation with the book. We just thought, I don't know what we thought. When we first did the show, one guy tweeted at us and he said, "This podcast is as good as the name sucks," which I enjoyed.
Do you like critique online?
Critique online?
I tried to look for some critiques online of you.
Oh, great. Oh.
And you had your album out, So Far No Good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait. Joe the Truth List CD. Oh, no, that's just your nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your nickname, The Truth?
Yeah, they call me The Truth in this one podcast, yeah.
Why is your nickname The Truth?
I think I talked very openly about having herpes and HPV on a podcast.
Okay.
And I was dubbed The Truth because I was telling the truth.
About having herpes and HPV.
Right.
Good for you.
That was years ago, though. I kind of stopped doing it, but I just did it now.
Is it something that you can get rid of, or is it something that you can only live with?
HPV you can get rid of. Herpes you can't.
Okay.
So you're sitting next to a big bag of herpes.
Okay, so we get Tuesdays with Maury. What do you think? Because you have a successful podcast.
Uh-huh.
What do you think it takes to make a successful podcast?
Well, I don't know. I think consistency and people being interested in the podcast or funny or interesting. I think one of those two things, or both, if possible.
Or do you try to be funnier for your podcast, or do you just kind of let everything spill out?
Oh, I try desperately to be funny. We're both trying desperately to be funny. I think that's why it works. But not every podcast.
Are you trying right now?
I'm trying. I had the herpes thing. I thought that was fun, and I think so.
Were you serious about it though? Like you do?
Oh yeah, I'm riddled.
Okay.
It's a situation.
That's pretty funny. Good for you. Honesty sometimes. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Fuck, marry, kill. Harper, Trudeau, or Mulcair.
I don't know who either of those people are.
Stephen Harper.
Stephen Harper that wrote that book?
Yeah.
The Thin Red Line? Which one did he write? Red Badge of Courage.
Red Badge of Courage.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Great.
Justin Trudeau.
Oh, yeah. He wrote In Cold Blood.
No.
Oh, that's Truman Capote.
Thomas Mulcair.
Who's that? I don't know who any of these people are.
These are all the front runners for Prime Minister of Canada.
Oh.
We have an election year this year.
Right. Oh, all right. I would fuck Truman Capote.
Yep.
And I would kill Stephen Harper.
Yeah.
And then I would marry the other guy.
Thomas Mulcair.
Yeah, Mulcair. That sounds like fun.
Absolutely. Okay, so fuck, marry, kill Trump, Obama, Bush.
Oh, boy. Which Bush are we talking? I'll kill whatever Bush. Whatever Bush you got, I'll kill that one.
Junior.
Kill him. And then I would...
Before Trump.
Yeah, I would kill Bush. Trump I enjoy. He's hilarious. I mean, that guy is so goddamn funny.
Aren't you afraid of what he's going to do to the country, though?
I don't think he's going to win, but I would be afraid what he would do. But I don't think he's going to win because he has zero idea. He's got nothing. But I would fuck him because here's why I would fuck Trump. I would try to get his hair to fall off. I would like to see what kind of thing I could do to his hair. And then Obama I would marry because he just seems very pleasant and enjoyable. The basketball, well, he likes basketball. I like that. And,
that's enough for me. That's enough for me.
Just seems like a sweet guy. And handsome, I guess. I'm not attracted to him. I don't know why I said that. I don't find him handsome.
It's okay.
I find him quite charming, and I think he's doing a nice job, but I don't know why he's so attractive. He's got some weird ears. It's not good.
I noticed that you end a lot of your posts and your tweets with, "And I love you, goodbye."
Yes.
Is there something to that? Okay, so here's maybe the first question I should ask.
Sure.
Did you get hugged as a child?
No, I didn't get hugged. I don't think that has anything to do with it, but I did not get hugged. I guess we stopped hugging very early, my family.
Yeah.
Me, particularly.
Did you get kissed when you were a child? Do you remember that?
No. I mean, I guess kissed goodnight, I suppose, when I was like a little kid, I guess.
Yeah.
But no kissing. No kissing until I was 25. So yeah, the I love you bye started with my previous girlfriend. I never said goodbye on the phone. I still don't, because to me a conversation ends and then that's the end of the conversation.
You don't say goodbye?
No, I say like, hey, well, what? I don't know why I did that voice. Hey,
Do a Boston one. Give me a Boston one.
All right, so a phone call will be like, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, why don't we go down to the fucking game? We'll meet at 7:30. All right, I'll see you there. And then I would hang up.
That's it?
Yeah, there's no goodbye. So my girlfriend got really upset because I'd never said goodbye, but the conversation ended. I'd be like, all right, I love you. See you later.
So they did confirm when you said, hey, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then click.
Yeah, like a phone conversation to me is like, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Where are you? I'm in Winnipeg. Oh, great. I'm in Baltimore. All right, have fun. Okay, cool. That's the end. So she would get mad because I never said goodbye. So I started ending the call with, all right, I love you. Bye. And so then I just started writing that on my posts, and now it's the legend that you see before you. What?
And so you quit drinking.
I did, yeah.
And that was 3 years ago?
About 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in December.
And have you had a drink since? Have you faltered ever?
Not in those 3 years, no. I faltered nightly for a decade before that. Got herpes and HPV and decided to hang it up.
So you had both, but you were able to get rid of the HPV.
Yeah, HPV goes away. You have to sometimes some HPVs, I believe it's like 13 and 26, whatever. They have warts.
That's like 1/2.
Yeah. So I got some of those.
It's just odd that you would say 13 out of 20.
No, I mean like there's like 100, 500 things of HPV strands.
Okay.
And like 2 of them have numbers. I mean, they're all numbered. That'd be weird if they just numbered 2 of them. They're all numbered, but then 2 of the numbers cause genital warts.
Yeah.
And I had one or both of those numbers because I had a real braille situation going. But anyways, I had those burned off. And then if you stop making love to people with HPV, eventually it goes away. So I'm clean as a whistle in that department. Yeah. Oh, careful. Can we get some soap over here?
Wow,
the herpes
you really
is
opened up about this. I didn't have any of this written down.
Oh, I figured it was on there. I wouldn't have said anything.
No.
Shit.
But that's okay. Hey, listen, we got other things to talk about.
Oh boy.
So you quit drinking.
Uh-huh.
Do you go to AA meetings?
I do.
Yeah?
Not in a while. Not since I've been here. But I've only been here for
a day.
Hours, yeah. But yeah, I haven't in a while, but I do.
Yeah.
I enjoy them, yeah.
Do you feel like it still helps?
I do, yeah. It's fun to hang out and yeah, it's good. It's helpful.
Just laugh at the others, right?
Yeah, you give
You
noogies
fucking
and you take a lot of selfies and yeah, it's fun.
Here's what I'm doing with my life and you guys are whatever. All right. So I was going to ask you your favorite author because we were going after the Tuesdays with Maury thing, but I'm not going to ask that now.
John Krakauer.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, all right.
Have you read A Million Little Pieces by James Frey?
No.
Okay. You got into Twitter quite late.
Is that right?
Yeah, you got in 2004, I think.
No, 2000. That's before Twitter came out.
2000. No, Twitter came out like in 2007. So, like, you were just in. So the question is, after you get beyond that, are you on it now?
Oh yeah, I'm on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay. Did you start Twitter earlier than that? I was trying to.
I think I started in like 09, 010.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to say 010.
Because I went through some of your tweets, and I just, there's kind of a trend going on right now where people, they call you out for Twitters that they've seen in your past, and they say, "What the hell were you thinking?" And like, why are you who you are after you said all that kind of stuff?
Right.
And I tried to go through your Twitter and find some incriminating stuff, and the only things I found were really from 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even really that incriminating. I just want you to tell me, kind of read me through where you were in your place here. Okay, so this tweet is from 2014 in February 28th, 2014. Wind chill of 8 degrees. When I tell that bitch, please get up off those NUTs, 'cause you got none of these at ease.
Oh yeah, that's a Snoop Dogg lyric. Except he says 80 degrees, and then says all those other things.
Oh, okay.
But I said wind chill -8 degrees.
Yeah.
So it was a play on Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
That was in 2014.
Uh-huh.
So you got 2 retweets and 2 favorites for that?
Oh, that's fun. I have several more followers now, folks.
But you were really tweeting since 2009.
Yeah, well, that's when I got on, but I didn't really start tweeting till like about 2011, I think. I think I tweeted like a couple times in 2009. I don't know how far back you went.
I got another 2014 here. Sometimes I get really horny in my sleep, which makes sense because I'm horny 100% of the time I'm awake.
Oh, that's mildly amusing.
Just honesty?
Yeah.
Because you got 2 favorites and 1 retweet.
Oh, that's not bad.
I can't see. I was just a screenshot from that one. But I mean, a lot of your tweets seem about kind of like, how like you might be horny.
Yeah, I'm a horny guy. That's how I got those STDs we spoke of earlier, from being too horny. I kept making love to people that were...
And so how long have you been engaged?
Oh, I've been engaged for a very short period of time. About 10 days. Yeah, 10 days.
Really?
Yeah, she does not have either of those STDs. I feel like I should put that out there in the universe in case we get divorced, which we likely will.
Okay.
If she hears this.
We have a lot of fans from Boston and a lot of fans from Germany, but she lives in New York.
She lives in New York, yes.
So that might be on you to, like, this can't be the vehicle that...
Yeah. I will smash her iPhone as soon as I get home. After I'm done reading it.
Something that interests me, you got started comedy right out of high school.
Yeah. Yep.
So there was no thought to anything else besides comedy?
No, not really. Well, for a minute I wanted to be a fireman, but then you have to be a paramedic in the States. I don't know how it works up here, but in the States you have to be a paramedic, and to be a paramedic you have to like stick needles in people or sew them up.
Yeah,
and I'm not into that scene. So
I read that in your biography as well.
Yeah, I quit fireman and went with the original comedian.
Oh, so you were actually going for fireman?
I mean, I thought about it. I didn't do anything.
I was like, if I could quit, you were just like, I quit whatever I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I quit thinking about that. Well, my uncles are all firemen, and I was like, I'll be one of you guys, because it's a very like Boston Irish. We fight fires. It's a very that kind of thing.
Is there a lot of fires in Boston?
A lot of fires?
Yeah.
I'd say there's like an average amount of fires. I mean, it's pretty heavily populated. Per capita, it's probably regular average, but there's a lot of people who live there. You know.
How many people live there?
Well, 660,000 people live in Boston proper, but it has there's about 4 or 5 million people living in the surrounding area. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like the greater Boston area.
The greater Boston area, yeah. New England. I mean, there's a lot of people in Massachusetts.
Holy shit, look at the fucking time already.
Yeah, the time is flying right by.
Oh, we gotta get some good ones here. Okay, so you have a homepage for your comedy. Can you please say that so your fans can?
Well, now I believe it's comedianjoelist.com.
And it used to be joelistcomedian.com.
Uh-huh.
Why did you get rid of that one?
I think because there was a web guy running it that I couldn't afford to pay. So I just moved on over to a different place.
So you just left it?
Just said goodbye. But I thought it was gone. Is it still there?
It's definitely still there.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
It's horrible. I mean, it really takes you to work here.
Oh, boy.
Can I read some of the stuff they said about you?
Yeah, sure.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. I mean, it really just ends at 2009. Like, it coming in, if you were, luckily, the world we live in nowadays, you can find your webpage first. But if this was it would be like, oh, Joe just kind of. So there's other things. Okay, the last thing I'm going to cover on here, because I've taken a lot of your time here, Joe. Your Amazon reviews for your CD all got 5 out of 5.
Oh, wow.
Except one.
Oh, boy.
And he said, there's one thing, and he put one in all caps, that is kept from receiving a full 5-star review. Through most of the album, Joe will, from time to time, mention the few people, few in caps again, that aren't laughing at his jokes.
Oh, is that it?
Well, no, he goes on for a while then too, but I just didn't want to take too much time.
Yeah, the album, I feel bad because I just sold a bunch of them to people that were really nice to me, but the album is not...
He gave you 4 out of 5. I mean, this is the only one that was lacking 1 star. I'm just kind of, because in another review I heard here, Joe lists so far so good. This is theworldnyc.com, and this is New York City, which is like, that's where you go. And they said the exact same thing, but they gave you a great review saying that you did go all over the audience. So how do you please both people?
I don't know. Well, that CD is not my best work, I have to say. I wasn't certainly as strong of a comedian as I am today. As in comedy, you tend to get better. So I probably talked to the crowd too much. I was drunk when I was recording it, and I kept talking to the crowd. So I would give myself less than 4 out of 5 stars. I would give myself, probably... I couldn't listen to it now. It'd be unbearable. But I'm glad that those people like it, and I hope that you like it at home on your record player or your MP3 or wherever you're listening to it.
Listen, we've got Joe List here till Saturday. I recommend you bring your family, your friends, everyone you want to bring out. He's a hilarious comedian and a great guy, and I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with him. Did you want to add anything?
Oh, I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here, and I enjoyed doing this podcast, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you. Come out. Let's talk. And hey, Bruins and Jets play on Thursday. Opening evening.
And so what do you think about that?
I'm going to be...
No, that's my Boston accent.
Oh, great. That wasn't good at all. You got to give it like a back of the throat.
Okay, hold on. So what do you think about that?
The voice is hilarious. It's not. I can't even hear the accent because the voice is really funny.
Do you like apples?
I like that. I like those apples.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us on Rumors Comedy Cast, episode 35. Please come out and see Joe List. He's a very hilarious comedian. Follow him on his Twitter handle,
@JoeListComedy.
And have yourselves a great night. It's typically
We did it, everybody. Sorry about all
I
the.
could hear you guys
sorry
just judging the whole time.
Sorry about the STD stuff.
Was it? You're only saying that.
Tyler thought your last one was hilarious. We listened to it in the office.
I don't like watching anything that I do.
Me either.
How many stars would you give yourself? What would your Amazon review be?
On the podcast? 5. And that's just being honest. Do you like apples?